I'm like shaking. I never really talk about my story. Not from the beginning and all the details that really pushed me to have life change. Okay. My heart's beating so fast. Hi guys. Thank you for the love. So, I'm gonna pull myself together. This is basically about overcoming chronic illness and joining It Works. Lisa, stop. You cannot, just don't right now. So, this is hard. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where to start. I got sick my junior year of high school. Okay, breathe. I don't know if I can do this, honestly. I got sick. I was diagnosed with mono, Lyme disease, lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome. I mean, I cannot tell you how many diagnoses I got within 4 years of being sick. I started with Western medicine and in the beginning, which made me much worse. Sorry. I eventually moved on to natural remedies, and so you're gonna make it worse. And I was treated for 2 years through natural doctors, and they only made me worse. Sorry. I'm trying. In January, I was being treated by a doctor that was, this is hard. He was killing me, basically. I lost pretty much all my friends. I couldn't leave my house. The pain was so extreme, I cannot even begin to explain. I mean, I could not even stand up for more than a minute. I mean, what these doctors were doing to me were so extreme. Can you get me some tissues, please? So, Jordan Molinax reached out to me in September of last year, and she was like, girl, I think you would be so amazing at what I do. Thank you, Marcus. Have you ever considered working from your phone? And at the time, I declined. I was working on my cake pop business, and that's what I told her that I was doing. But she planted that seed, and I felt comfortable with her. So, about 3 months later in January, I saw one of her posts about a cleanse, and I was actually looking for a cleanse at the time. I was working at a pharmacy as a pharmacy technician, and for about half a year I could only work Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 10 to 2, and after I would get off work, that would be it for me, because standing just 4 hours would just absolutely wreck me. I would come home from work and just sleep and eat and watch Netflix. That's really all I did. I'm shaking. I had a little puppy that basically was the reason I got up off the couch to take her out to the restroom. So when I started talking to Jordan about this business, and she told me I can do it from my bed, I was like, this is crazy. Like, this is a dream come true. Lisa, stop. So I started researching everything, because I have a very green personality. I have to know everything before I get into it, because if I'm gonna do something, I want to be the best at it. And I'm not saying that to be conceited, but I like to be really good at things, and at the time I was unable to use those type of skills for myself because, I mean, everything hurt. I couldn't get out of bed, basically. So I started researching a lot, and I took one day to myself, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pretend that I said yes to joining It Works. And I spent that entire day pretending I said yes, and just really imagining when I could work this business into my life. So I spent that day watching Netflix and just doing what I usually do, and at the time I would just scroll through Facebook. And that was basically my day. Marcus would work from 4 a.m. to 6 or 7 p.m. every single night. We would hardly ever get to spend time together. It was just me alone with my dogs all day long. So while I was going through this, I was also getting this really intense treatment by a doctor who thought he could help me. I mean, we really thought he was it. So I'm trying to make this as like long story short, even though it is a long story and there's a lot of details. So a guy reached out to me who I had sent to one of the centers I went to be treated. His name was Tom. And he told me that he found this program where you basically retrain your brain to heal your body. And at the time I was like, there's no way. If that could heal me, why can't 1,000 doctors and 1 million appointments and a bajillion IVs not help me? But this program apparently could help me. So 3 months went by. In January he reached out to me again and reminded me. He said, I've been doing this 3 months and I'm 80% better. So seriously not believing anything he said, I watched the video he sent me. He said, if anything, please just watch this video. And it was about this girl who was worse than me, which I didn't think was possible. She was in a wheelchair, basically paralyzed, and had a recline wheelchair because she couldn't sit up. She did this program and healed herself completely. So the reason I'm telling you that part is because I joined It Works at the same time I started retraining my brain. I ordered the kit and I started doing it. And the part of retraining your brain, how it works, is you're basically retraining your subconscious mind with the power of positivity. And the reason you're doing that, and the reason that can heal every aspect of chronic illness, is because I was living the life of being sick. That's all I talked about. That is all I did, is just go to doctors, and all we were ever trying to do is figure out what's wrong with me and who can help me. So I stopped my treatments cold turkey. I told that doctor, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna heal myself. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And I did. I completely healed myself. And it wasn't just the fact that I was retraining my brain. It was because I had an amazing distraction because of It Works. I had friends again. I had so much positivity with these girls that were just trying to help me every single day. And so when I started this business, it was just because I would like $100 extra to go on a date with my boyfriend, who I never got to spend time with. And then that dream turned into me wanting to allow him to quit his job because he was miserable and would just come home and be stressed, and he wouldn't eat. And I hated that because he's my best friend. So I put a diamond chart on my mirror. And for those of you who don't know what a diamond chart is, it is $2,000 a month. And that would supplement his full-time income. So I put that on my mirror and I said, I don't care if this takes me a year or 20 years, but I'm gonna do it. So while this job allowed me to spend the time on myself, to retrain my brain and heal myself, I was also working towards goals of getting my boyfriend to quit his job because I hated him being miserable every single day. So I worked my butt off, and about 4 months into this business, he was able to quit his job. And not because I was a diamond, but because he looked at me and he knew that I could do this. He believed in me, and he knew that if we did this together, we could literally take this business to the top. So he quit April 7th, and since then we have not stopped. And we don't do this business because we want to make money. We do this business because we want to help people, whether it's to help them meet some type of health and wellness goal or to help them be more financially stable. And my passion has always been to help people. I didn't know how it would happen, but that was just my favorite thing. I tried to go to college and it just never worked out. So I just kept at it. I never imagined my life working a 9-to-5 job. I wanted to open up a bakery. I wanted Marcus to be able to follow his dreams of music. I want to travel the world. I don't imagine myself working a job so I can pay bills. I want to be there with my family 24/7 one day when I have kids, and I don't want to miss anything important. So this is why I joined It Works, because I wake up every day and know that I'm working towards my dreams and helping other people work for their dreams. So I've been in this for 6 months now. 6 months at the beginning of this month, so almost 7. When we went to Green Carpet last weekend in Florida, I'm still shaking. I was 7 away from Diamond. They announced this amazing promotion of being able to join and get your own business for $10. And I had already been talking to so many people, and I talk to people every single day, but $99 is a lot for people to start their own business if they don't have the money anyways. So $10 was announced. And I reached out to every single person that I knew really wanted this to better their lives and help their family. So Saturday night, that was announced, last Saturday. That night, I was blocked in for Diamond, which is so overwhelmingly surreal. I just don't even want to process that right now. And since Saturday, I am now blocked in for a promotion. Well, I'm 3 away from being blocked into a promotion called Double Diamond. And that is $6,000 a month. And Marcus would be my diamond, and he'd be making $2,000 a month. And I'm not telling you this to brag or to make you jealous or to convince you to join me, but I'm telling you because I've surpassed my dreams that I never thought could happen. And we are going to be able to do all the things we have ever dreamed of. Like me going to culinary school and opening up a bakery, and like I said, just to travel the world and see all of God's beautiful creations. So when I share this business, it is not because I'm trying to scam you or because I want your money. It is because I know this company can change your entire world like it did for me. I was so insecure. I was not confident in myself anymore. I didn't have any friends, and this business gave me all of that. It gave me that and so much more. It has allowed me to dream bigger dreams than I have ever thought I could dream. It is just amazing what this company can do for people. When I was at that event last weekend and they announced that it would be $10 to join, I just couldn't stop crying because I know how many lives I can change, and just like I changed my own. This company is the most positive, Christ-loving, you get lifelong friendships. I mean, it is just the best company and the best lifestyle I've ever been a part of. And because of it works, I am now about 90% healed because of the positive outlet it has given me. I worked very hard to retrain my brain and only live a lifestyle of positivity, and it worked. I healed myself of ailments that doctors said I would be living with the rest of my life. And if I would have stayed the course of what the doctors told me to, I'd probably be dead or in a hospital, not able to walk and just hooked up to morphine 24/7. I mean, that's how extreme it was. And now the only thing that bothers me is arthritis in my hands. Like, that's it. When before 6 months ago I was dying, I woke up every day surprised I was alive. It is just incredible to be a part of a company that allows you to focus on yourself and your own dreams and your own family, and to have freedom to live the life you've always wanted. You don't have to be miserable in a job you hate. You don't have to call into work whenever your babies are sick. You can just be happy. I know it seems crazy, but if I can turn around what I was dealing with in 6 months and live a life of just happiness and positivity, So can you. Because I didn't think I was going to live. But I'm alive. And not just that, I get to move to Florida in a month. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that yet, but because of my family. But I'm moving there, and that's always been my dream place because I feel so amazing there. I mean, when I'm in Florida, I feel 100%, which I know a lot of you might think that's crazy, but it's the ocean and the gravitational pull and the negative ions that come up from the beach. And I know that's all natural talk, but I'm getting to move to the place in my dreams and live the life that I've always imagined for myself. So, I don't care if I'm annoying you by talking about it's only $10 to join It Works, because It Works can change your entire life forever. I'm still shaking. I know a lot of you are getting on right now, but I'd really appreciate it when this ends, that you watch it from the beginning, because this is as raw as it gets. So, if you want help to find a light and a positive and a Christ-based company to change your entire world, I would more than happily help you, because it would just make my entire day, entire year, entire world to be able to change someone's life like the way that It Works has changed my life. So, I did it. I talked about it. And that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, because I remember looking at the people that were... What the heck? Okay. Deleting that comment, sir. I remember looking at the people that were successful in this business and looking at the people who had successfully retrained their brain and healed themselves. And I thought, there's no way that could be me. And now that it is me, it's overwhelmingly surreal. I can't believe this is my life, and that I survived, and that I can go on thriving and being happy. So yeah, that's my story. If you have any questions about what I talked about, it would delight me to ease your mind or answer any questions that you have. But thank you for watching, and if you came on at the end, I'd really love it for you to start at the beginning. So, goodbye.